we got to give some love to the sophomores too, the second year players, okay? And so I'm talking about in particularly those skyscrapers, that duo over there in Chicago, you know? And so they are another team that has been eliminated from playoff contention. But, you know, Angel Reese was recently asked about her mindset going into the season and or like, you know, just her approach to it. And I really liked her answer. So let's hear from Angel Reese what she had to say.
And as you finish out the season, what are some of you guys' collective goals now that everyone is mostly healthy? And what are some of your individual goals for the end of the season?
Yeah, just play hard as hell these last 9 games. Give it your all. That's all you got. The game can be taken away from you at any time. So just maximize it. I'm sure that all of us are going to be on this team next year together. So I know we might lose some teammates, have some trades happen. It's part of the game. So just enjoying each other because I really did enjoy this team this year and these players and these vets and just being able to enjoy the moment and staying in the moment.
I mean, I love that. Like where she said, I'm just going to enjoy it. I also thought it was noteworthy that she said we may not all be here. So obviously understanding the business of it all, but also just my ears perked up a little bit because I do know things will look different. And I don't know if that's just players. I don't know if that's front office, if that's coaching, who knows. I'm someone who personally believes their coach should not be changed again just because of the continuity, but who knows? But I love what she said about just enjoying it. And I think it's important to note that she said, we really enjoy each other because, you know, I feel like in particular, Tyler Marsh has gotten a lot of flack, but Angel seems to really like him as her coach, you know? And so, and people love to kind of talk about chemistry between them and, you know, maybe kind of start up division between her and Kamilla, but they both really like playing together and they tell us that and they remind us of that over and over. And so, you know, Angel Reese missed some time for a back injury she was dealing with. And it's unfortunate that 2 years in a row now she's had to sort of miss time at critical junctures in Chicago's schedule because I think last year her injury combined with some others cost them potentially a playoff spot. And then I don't know that they would have made the playoffs this year, but the team was definitely starting to turn it around. We saw it. Everyone was seeing it. You know, Angel Reese made an all-star game because of it, and then the injury happened. And so she came back from injury, and she was great in her first game back. And then she followed it up. You know, like, I mean, look at these numbers, like, in her first game back, you know? So just, you know, of course, the double-doubles, they always continue with her. But then she follows it up next game with another double-double against the New York Liberty. And they go into New York. I was there. I was covering that game, Terrika. They come into town, and they take down the New York Liberty. Angel was sensational, and so was Kamilla Cardoso.
Yeah, I don't think Angel wasted any time just kind of reminding everybody why she's one of the most impactful young players in this league. She came back from injury and literally like picked up where she left off, cleaning off the glass, you know, bringing relentless energy. That's a problem that New York has been faced in for some time now with the injuries that they had going on, is not owning the glass, not playing defensive down low in the post. And Angel made them pay. Angel made them eat that. And so, you know, she's continuing to put pressure on defenses with her physicality on the inside. But the beauty of it all is that she's not doing it alone, right? She's doing it alongside Kamilla Cardoso. And so now, when you look at this pair together, the Skies suddenly have what should be the most exciting young front court in the league because they complement each other to me. Angel, she has the motor, she has the versatility. Kamilla, she has the size, she has the rim protection, right? And so I think together they can really give Chicago like an identity. They can be the identity for this team. And the numbers, as you just showed, continue to back that up, right? She's racking up these double-doubles at a record pace. Cardoso is anchoring that alongside her, and they look like they can build around this. So it's okay if everybody doesn't come back next year because they can build around the core pieces that they have in their front court right now. Again, you know, last year she ended up fracturing her wrist. That kind of hurt the team later on down the stretch when there was a playoff position on the line. This year, I don't think we've talked enough about missing, Courtney Vandersloot and how important that was to this team, having a veteran guard and someone who can truly bring that experience and facilitating. It took a while. I think you and I even had a conversation once about how just with the new coach bringing in a new scheme and the difficulty it was at the beginning of the season for some of the players, even veteran players, to kind of understand what Coach Marsh wanted from them. But you could see once they started to pick up on what it was that was expected, they kind of had a little bit of a stretch where you could see the future, but then injuries started to come and play a role, as with many other teams. And so I say all this to simply say that the future is also bright in Chicago.
Yes.
If they can continue to have Angel and Kamilla play at the pace that they've been doing it, because she's not just doing it individually, but she's trying to build a chemistry with Killa Cam, and they can together really move the sky forward. I feel like this front court could be the foundation in Chicago to something really special.
I agree. She called them the best young core duo. She feels that. People have said they don't work together, but I think they look really great together. Becky Hammond just gave some high praise to both of them, and I agree. This point forward role for Angel, I really love. Kamilla Cardoso, like, look, what do they say? You can't teach 6'7". The Aces just had a tough time beating them the other night, and so look, I would pay attention to the Sky as they close out the season to play spoiler to some more teams. They beat the champs, and I think we're going to see some fun games from them before this season ends. So Terrika, as always, I really appreciate you joining me today, and guys, tune in to our new YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button right now so you don't miss out. The WNBA on NBC. We will bring you all things WNBA.